So the whole point of the router sled is to make boards flat. I don't have a $6,000 planer that can run a board like this through it to make it flat. As you can see, we have some wobble in it. And the idea is that you put the router sled up here, put it down, take a swipe, move it an inch up or however large your router bit is, go back the other way, do another swipe. Progressively going across, that'll make the board flat. Anytime before I use this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting wax on both the inside and the underneath side. We want this to slide. I'll probably put it on the bars as well. And what we want it to do is we want it to slide as much as possible with as least resistance, so that way you don't have any catches. You don't have any where I'm pushing this forward and that happens. But I wanted to keep this very user-friendly. I wanted to keep it very movable. I don't have a bunch of storage space to keep stuff like this, so I don't want to have anything large where it's taking up the whole entire table. I won't be able to keep that anywhere and store it. Well, a couple of things. That didn't work. And the reason it didn't work is because it fell off the edge. What I should have done is made the edge pieces long enough to go down about 1.5 inches so it hits the bar before it falls off. That's what happened. It fell off on the other side. The damage is catastrophic, but the project at hand for this, I am going to turn this into a guitar. So it may not be as catastrophic as it looks, because it could very well be cut out. So I'm gonna continue. It does look like I'm gonna have to go down and do another pass anyways. It is, it's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, I'm just gonna have to design the guitar in a way that it curves in here. And this will be the neck, comes out over here like that, and we'll do something along the same lines like that. We'll just have to make sure that whatever we do, we design it in a way that doesn't happen. Positives, it was on video. More positives, I won't let it happen twice. That right there, we're just not gonna talk about that right there. Just a little piece right here. It's okay, we'll come back and get that. See, it did leave quite a bit of texture, but I think that'll come off with sanding really easy. It's a lot better than having an uneven board. We'll hit these couple spots right here and here, flip it over, do the other side, and we'll be ready to move on. All right, so a couple of things I would change right off the bat. Definitely welding this pipe to these. They're just supposed to be a standoff, so, and I wanted to have some sort of adjustability, make a couple different kind that were bigger, so you know, you only have so much up and down with the router. But no, I'm just gonna go ahead and weld them to it. I'm gonna put a hole in each corner right there so I could screw it down to the table. Definitely would have added these from the get-go. Would have solved the whole problem. I just did the other side. Looks pretty good. I got had a heavy cut on this side and not so heavy on this side. We actually just kind of barely grazed it, but good enough for me. Again, for what it's gonna be, the edges don't mean anything. Yeah, that's going to be the main thing I would change, is definitely putting those things on from the get-go and welding these so I could screw them down to the table. Would have made everything kind of a whole lot more stable and secure. Instant regret on using the wax. It was not a good idea. We have some buildup in here. Probably not a bad idea, not horrible or anything, but it did kind of gum up a little bit. This Paduk is very dusty, and that may be the only problem with it, is that it's just a odd kind of wood. On the back side, it did okay. You know, like I said, the wax, kind of instant regret. That of course is changing the level that the router is cutting, but probably insignificant enough for what it's going to be. You know, you can't replace a $5,000 planer with a $5 shop jig. It's just not going to be the same. Not horrible. It did the job. So I'm satisfied.